Hello, and welcome to the Star Wars Dads podcast. I am TM5C79. Here are your pilots, Spidershan and Just Being Bruce.
Welcome back.
Hello there.
Hello, Shannon.
Hello, how are you?
I'm ready. I'm ready to maul it over.
How long you been waiting to say that?
1 week, even before the episode started.
Yeah,
So,
so we get to talk about the new Maul show.
yes, because it was a little holiday this past weekend, and
Hmm.
I couldn't get anything out on for Monday, and you were on holidays with your family.
Hmm.
So I couldn't
Correct.
get anything done. So we're doing it today for this week. Today's
That's all right.
Wednesday. We're two
We're
days
still getting something
after.
out.
That's right. We're 2 days after. Give me a second. I have to try to get my sound. I keep getting myself doubled.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. Maybe I just stop
I'm only
talking.
hearing one of you, but that
Yes.
might, you
Yeah,
know,
there's like a delay.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
There's a way to do that. This new virtual mixer board.
Well, remember, this goes here, that goes there,
That's right. Maybe
fixing the ship.
while I'm trying to fix this.
No, Captain.
Well, anyway, I can start talking about, we're going to be talking about the first two episodes of the newly released Maul Shadowlord,
Yeah.
and a show that is getting some of the most positive buzz I've seen, certainly since Andor, um, and maybe even more. So it's definitely the best buzz a cartoon has gotten, a Star Wars cartoon has gotten, since some episodes of the Clone Wars. So that's exciting. Um,
It is
and
very
we get to,
exciting.
yeah, finally get to see Maul, and this is man, this show's not holding back. Um, it's it's doing a lot right, I think, and we'll be diving into that.
Yeah. And just so everybody knows, welcome to episode 31. Today we're going to be talking about Maul. And spoiler alert, we're talking about the first two episodes, one after another.
That's
So
right.
you've been warned.
Yes. If you if you don't want to be spoiled,
Roger,
if you haven't
Roger.
seen it,
I'm giving you two
go
alarms.
watch and then come back.
That's right. So, well, should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do
What's your
it.
first? What's your first impression of Maul, the Shadow Lord?
My first impression, first of all, is that this is some of the best anime. Like, just when I don't think they could possibly get any better animation, this is beautiful.
Hmm.
Like, this is how I want all my Star Wars animation to look like now. It's it really is perfected. It truly has perfected what was started in Clone Wars. And I know Clone Wars got better as they went along. Um, I think that Rebels was kind of a step down a little bit, which is not surprising. Disney didn't put as much money into it as George Lucas was putting into the Clone Wars.
Right.
And then when we went back to Clone Wars, we're like, wow, okay, they've come a long way. This is great. Bad Batch, I think, was even better. And now this, like, I don't know how I can get any better than this. This is like this is at parts it's like what, like you're like, did they take this out of live action shot? Because it looks so good. And then, you see these backdrops on this planet, and it's like a matte painting come to life.
It
It
is.
is just gorgeous. This
We'll
art
be talking
style
about that
is
later.
oh so good. So good. The so far all the voice acting, I mean, forget about it. Like this is it's perfect, perfectly cast. It just everything about it was just I knew it was going to be good. But then I don't know that I was quite ready. The story is it's this is not going to be a happy, I don't think, tale. Um, but
No,
it also isn't but it's also not like, just for adults either. Like this isn't Andor,
no,
but it's also not Skeleton Crew, right? Like
that's right.
there's definitely this isn't a younglings episode of Clone Wars. This has got some heavy things already going on.
Oh, you're
So
referring to the what do you call those? That cartoon for kids.
no, 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 not that one that's on right
Well,
now. I'm
this is
talking
not that
about
either.
no, oh, definitely not that. I'm just talking about the episode of the Clone Wars where they take the younglings to get their crystals for their
Oh
lightsabers.
yes,
Like, that was pretty lighthearted. This is this is Maul being Maul.
that's right. And for me, I wasn't sure what to expect because we don't know. We didn't know until we saw it, and I really enjoyed it. I attempted to watch it twice, but a second time I didn't get to. So I listened to a little bit of what do you call that? Not reviews, but like Easter eggs.
Mm.
A video on the Easter eggs in the about the show, the episodes. And there's a couple of things that I didn't know, but everything else I saw. References to things back
Oh.
to other episodes of other shows.
Well, I might have to count on you for some of that because I'm sure I missed Bunny. I was just so enamored with what I was watching.
So
This is
it's worth it for you to watch it again, I guess.
probably, I'm sure I missed plenty of, if there was a lot of connections, because I was like, well, I mean, there's a few references to things that happened in previous the Clone Wars, right? Because we're
Yes,
post Clone Wars, but we are not to Solo and Rebels timeline here of Maul.
that's right.
So, um, but yeah, so I caught a couple little things, but if there was a lot more Easter eggs, I don't even know what they were because I was just I mean I just gotta say right off the bat, Sam Witwer is I don't want anybody else ever voicing Maul
I
ever
agree.
again. He nails it so well. And anybody that's not familiar with him, he did the voice of Starkiller in the Force Unleashed games. He did he did the voice of the brother in the Clone Wars when they were on oh, what was the name of that place?
I don't
Uh
know.
well, it's the episode where they don't really know if it was a dream or not, and they came across the father and the brother and the sister.
Oh, the
And
World Between Worlds.
no, that was later on in Rebels, but
Hmm.
it's sort of connected to all that, possibly. I can't remember the name of the place now. And then when they woke up, they're like, "Well, you never went anywhere." So then I was trying to figure out if it was a real place or not, um, or a manifestation of the Force. But which looks like we're gonna get more of that in the next season of Ahsoka. But everybody's shouting at me. But just remember, it is late. And we are tired. So if we
Oh,
forget
for us,
names or
yes.
something, forgive us. Yes, yes. So anyway, yeah. So he does just an amazing job um with doing the voice of Maul. And he did the voice of Maul in in Rebels as well
Yeah.
as in Clone Wars as well. So yeah.
And you're referring to Rebels before, but he was doing stuff before that. You mentioned a video game, right?
You talking about Sam Witwer?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's I mean he's been an actor for a long time, but as far as Star Wars goes, he first did the voice of Starkiller in
yeah,
the
that's
Force
it.
Unleashed games.
Force Unleashed. I think that's the game I tried to that I played a bit of
Yeah.
on. Yeah, and isn't that robot he that he spars with in the game? Isn't that the same kind of droid that the police officer, the detective has? Two two boots.
It's possible. I don't recall.
I think
I don't
so.
recall. It's very possible.
All right, let's
An
get into it.
Imperial design? I don't know. So
So
was that in your Easter egg video
no,
that you watched? Oh, okay.
no, I kind of remembered it because it looked cool.
Yeah.
Let's move on to episode one. Episode one is called. I lost it here.
The Dark Revenge.
Thank you.
Yes. So with
I lost it.
oh, yep. So Dark Revenge kind of starts out with a heist almost. Um, we've got people breaking into this bank and stealing a droid, actually, of all things. Um, and we find out that this is all part uh, of Maul's plan to exact his revenge against the people from his Shadow Collective that had kind of betrayed him um, when he was captured by the Empire.
Yeah,
So and if anybody doesn't remember, we saw in Clone Wars that um, he was he was captured by the Emperor actually, and brought in. We know that um, he had been working with some people from Mandalore and the Pikes and everybody setting up this crime syndicate, the
he got them
Shadow
all.
Collective.
He got them
Yep,
all together and
yep.
called the Shadow.
But then when he was captured, they all kind of broke apart and took over some of his stuff, and he's not too happy about that.
And when you
We know
say he
he
got captured,
escapes
who captured him?
the Emperor,
Well, he
like I
didn't
said.
capture. He defeated him. The Emperor
Uh-huh, and
defeated
captured
Maul.
him.
But yeah,
I mean,
so and he threw him
he
down
beat
the
him in
garbage.
battle. That's how he captured him. But anyway, but we know he escapes at the end of the very last episode of the Clone Wars.
Right.
Ahsoka sets him free as a distraction uh, during Order 66.
Yeah.
Uh, it, and so that kind of sets in motion. So we know he's free now, and here he is. He's trying to exact revenge now against all these factions that were once part of his Shadow Collective. So,
And now he shows up in Shadow Lord. So after the events of the Clone Wars, Maul plots to rebuild his criminal syndicate on the planet untouched by the Empire. There, he crosses paths with a disillusioned young Jedi Padawan who could be the apprentice he is seeking. That will aid him in his relentless pursuit for revenge. He just feeds on revenge. That's
it always
Kenobi,
has been.
everything.
I mean, what's his first line that we really hear him speak in episode 1?
We'll have
At last we will
revenge.
have our revenge against
Yeah,
the Jedi, right?
yeah.
Like he's he's always been about revenge. Even before this, he's even while a Sith, it's always revenge against somebody. He's somebody who definitely feeds on that. I think it's interesting. So he talks about these visions he's having, and and his kind of lieutenant, I can't remember what her name is, she seems to kind of be his second in command. I'm pulling up the list of characters here.
Who are you referring to? Oh,
Rootcast.
yeah, Rookcast, Mandalorian.
Um, she seems to kind of know about his visions a little bit. 'Cause she's like, oh, about this apprentice. So apparently he's been having visions,
Yeah.
and about something that's going to happen on this planet. So if they are on the planet and the planet is Janix, if they're on this planet strictly because this is where he needed to come to get his revenge, or was this vision also kind of driving him to this planet?
Mm-hmm.
And he senses in this vision that there is somebody he's going to be crossing paths with that'll become his apprentice. And so we also meet this this ex-Jedi really, because there is no Jedi Order anymore, but they're survivors of Order 66, her and um her master,
Yep.
and they seem to kind of be just trying to make ends meet, and she wants to, she sees food and she's like, I'm sick of begging, just to stay alive. I just want to
Yeah.
get, nobody would miss this one piece of food, which of course it goes awry. She's got a whole Aladdin moment going on there, where they sees her,
Oh,
and
that's right.
he tells her, just
Devron.
just go with it. You just be patient, do the right thing, go
Devron is
peacefully
Zara.
with them. Um, and then he's just waiting outside the police station, and she's in there for quite a while.
Yeah.
Um,
That's Echo Dia Daki.
that's the name of the Jedi Master.
Yep.
Okay. Now, just a little speculation here, because I've heard speculation that this character is going to end up being uh, a character that is known to fans of old comic books, um, like pre-Disney era comic books
Well,
that
these.
take
Oh,
place in the
okay.
future.
Yeah. Because
There's a
all of this
lot of
storyline is from the comic books.
this storyline.
Pretty much. Not the story that we have now, but a lot of it led to it. Like the detective, he was in a comic.
Hmm. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
And I thought I was up to date. Like an older one, or
I don't
like
know.
Disney era.
I really don't know. It's the
Because
same character in the
pre-Disney
same place
era, yeah, okay. Huh. I'll have
with
to
the
look into that, because
same.
pre-Disney era, I've read most of the comics. But post-Disney, it wasn't until what, like a year ago or so, not even, that I really started trying to get back into them again.
Mhm.
Um, but I wasn't aware of that. But I know that, or if I did, I'm just not remembering.
Right.
Um, I don't know that I buy that this is the character, that it's a character, and I'm not saying the name or anything, because I don't, just in case it happens, I don't want to spoil it
Hmm.
for anybody who doesn't want that. I think it's kind of a reach. It's just all they really have to go on that I've seen for evidence is the fact that she's a Twi'lek, and she was once a Jedi in training, and and uh and George Lucas apparently liked the character and wanted to use her officially had he done something. But this is all, I've never heard George say that, so I don't know. Who knows?
We weren't there.
Um, we weren't there, and the character at that point was like, I don't know, like 100 years in the future, uh past the original trilogy. So
Oh, okay.
I I don't know how
Who
that would have worked
knows?
anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure I quite think it is, but that is out there if people want to try to connect those dots.
What's
Um,
your favorite part of this episode?
I think. that part where Maul comes, where they think they've caught the, his crew. Right at this point, they just think that they're just bank robbers, and the police droids are surrounding them, and they think they've got it in the bag, and then all of a sudden you you see the outline of Maul coming down off the ship, and
Yep.
he just absolutely destroys the the droids and everything. Um,
Just before
I
that, didn't you have like goosebumps with the theme?
oh yeah, yeah, you got a little
Oh,
bit of uh
that's my favorite part of
yeah,
the episode as
yeah, you
well.
got just that little hint of uh the fates, the yeah,
Yeah, Duel of the Fates,
Duel of the Fates. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that. I love those musical callbacks when they do that. Um,
very much.
so yeah, I think that was probably my favorite part. What about you?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm going with that. Yeah, that's my favorite part. I just love that one, especially like my mouth nearly dropped to the ground because I didn't expect that theme to kick in. I had it in my head. I watched a little bit of episode one recently, a couple of days ago. I think I scared a picture of the TV the other
Yeah.
day to you,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it was playing, and then I let it run until that whole sword fight ended with that theme. I couldn't change a channel. I had to let it run.
Yes. Yes. Good stuff.
And yeah, so I really enjoyed it. For me, that moment made the episode for me. Like it brought it to me that they're very serious about this show, and they're going to like go all the way with Maul. This is the Maul
Hmm.
that we knew from episode
Hmm.
one, and the Maul we know from the Clone Wars and Rebels. So
Later in the Clone Wars. Remember,
yeah,
he was a little crazy at first
no, but
when they
yeah,
found
but
him.
I mean, you know what I mean,
But yes,
because
once his mind kind of got reassembled and his body reassembled,
yeah,
he lost the spider legs. Um, but yeah, I
that's
think I agree with
from
you.
Mother Talzin.
Yeah. Yeah, and he is a pretty good um manipulator of events. He
Mm-hmm.
Sidious taught him well when it comes to this stuff apparently, because he's got some schemes here that are coming together pretty well for him. Um and of course when they go in, they have to break into the basically the police off the headquarters.
Yeah,
And they while there, because they have to break out the one of the guys that Maul wants his revenge on, um, was taken in by the police. So
yeah, Loti
they have to
Vario.
take him. Yep, they got to take him as well as
He's one of the syndicates
they
that
take the
stole
girl.
one of his leftovers.
Yeah, yep, and they took the girl and and brought him back to their headquarters. Um, and that's is that pretty much more or less where the first episode ends? I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember where
yeah.
the break is.
We don't have to go deep into the episodes,
No,
but
I know, but I was just trying to remember where that was.
yeah.
Um, and the
So
second episode. Oh, go ahead.
mainly the first two episodes is, of course, character introduction and
Mhm.
development in the second episode, and we know what the framing of the storyline is. It's to start with is for Maul to get all his power again, power in the sense of his crime syndicate, to get as much as he can back to have the power to do what he wants in the shadows. Because if he has the power just to show up and just demolish people with his sword and using the dark side of the force, but in the shadows, he gets everyone else to do it for him.
Yeah, so let me ask you, what do you think his ultimate goals here are? Is it just
Revenge.
to kind of recreate his Shadow Syndicate? Is it
No, Captain.
is it is it more than that? Like, what do you think his ultimate goal here is?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So I don't think that really is the case yet. And let me explain
No,
why.
not here.
The
We're going to find out how he became the leader of Crimson Dawn, because this is before
Yeah,
the end of
yes,
Solo.
I think we will too. I I just mean I think he's a very complex character, and they've really created somebody who was very much a one-dimensional character in episode one, and they've
Yeah,
really created a very complex character now all these years later. I I don't think it's until Rebels era when something happens between seeing him in Solo
yeah,
and seeing him in Rebels, and he's almost back to that early Clone Wars where they refound him. Like he's kind of lost it again a little bit, and he's he's trying to get he's trying to get to Kenobi and by then, but I think that's just because he's lost everything else at that point, right? But
right.
now we're going back, and this is about as powerful as we've seen him, and I think at this point, there's a chance that he thinks that he could get revenge on Sidious.
Well, he did say that he wants to revenge on the Empire.
Right. And then, and then he mentioned Sidious by name. And
Yeah,
I don't know that and I think that's partially why he's looking for this apprentice as
yeah.
well.
He's looking for one. I didn't think he had one. Did he? He didn't mention one before.
Not that I can remember.
No, me neither.
So, but it'd be interesting to see how long has he been having these visions and if the visions are impacting what his ultimate machinations are. I think they're higher than just the syndicate.
Well, moving on is Sinister Schemes or Schemes.
Mhm.
Do
Um,
you did you like this episode?
yeah. I
I
mean, I
think
feel like they they almost could have been one long episode.
yeah,
Um, because it really was just a through line for the whole thing. Um, so they get away from the police station and they're, he has the girl kind of trapped, but he says you can leave at any point,
right.
you know. Um, and of course at the end of the episode she does find a way out. But he kind of talks to her about, yeah, just kind of doing that little sales pitch thing, kind of Sithy, although at this point he definitely does not consider himself a Sith, I'm sure. Um, but and she's like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm a Jedi. I um you think she's gonna go dark side?
No, because there needs to be a good and a bad in this show. I don't I don't think the master will live long because
I could see him sacrificing himself to save
yeah,
her.
and then, yeah, and then she sees the light side again. I
Yeah.
think she's on the fence right now
Then let
because
me ask you this. Is that a tired trope? We see this time after time, or do you think it's something that has to kind of happen to good characters have to be tempted by the dark side in Star Wars? I'm just kind of throwing out some bigger
It
questions here too.
is. I think so. You're right. It's going to be the same because that's what works. If they,
What if they didn't do that though?
well, that
What
would
if
be
she
great.
actually
That
does
would be
go?
even better. She goes to the dark side.
Or at least for a while,
I think
for
for a
longer
while,
because
yes. She's not going to turn right away.
well, and we did find out last week before the show even started that there is going to be a season 2.
Yes, there is. It's been
They're already
confirmed by
working on it, so
StarWars.com.
yep. And so I think that they could really hold us in suspense for a while about where her loyalties ultimately lie. Um, I think it would be interesting if she just became a dark character and maybe until the show, ends or until something happens to her or
Right.
he casts her away and doesn't feel like he needs her anymore. I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like we know so much of Maul's life story. We know where it starts, we know where it ends, but this whole area is so open as to how he gets from here
Yeah.
to Solo to being at the bottom again, stuck on that Sith planet, um, in Rebels,
Yeah.
right? And trying to turn Ezra. Because I feel like and maybe whatever happens with this girl, do we know her name, but I don't think it's ever said in the show.
Which girl?
Does it? Is that she wouldn't even give her name to anybody, so what is it? Did you say?
The Jedi? The Padawan?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. No, I forgot. I lost it here. I had it.
Devon or Devon?
Yeah, that's it.
Do they say her name in the show at all?
No, but you see it in the subtitles.
Okay.
I watched it with subtitles. Yeah,
Okay.
Devon is
Um,
Zara.
you know, maybe whatever happens with her ultimately leaves Maul looking for a new Padawan. Maybe she betrays him at some point. Um,
Well, it's possible that she doesn't even last the whole season. And it's the stories about Maul, right? So everybody around him can die, and he just continues to season
mhm.
two.
Yeah, it could be. I don't. I hope she lasts for a while because I think there could be some really good story here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe with whatever happens, then he's eventually looking and he's like, I need an apprentice. I can't accomplish my goals without, you know,
Right.
without that. And then he seeks out Ezra, um, and and that whole thing. So I don't know. It could be very interesting though.
Yeah.
Could be very interesting. Um, we haven't really talked about the chief Chief Cleese. Is that his name? No.
No, Lawson.
Nope, nope, nope. That's one of the other people at the thing.
Lawson.
Captain Lawson. Yes, yes. Sorry. I was only seeing part of his first name, Brander. So, um, yeah, I was like, I can't remember. So, um, Captain Lawson here seems to kind of be, he and his partner, Two Boots.
Yeah. Two boots.
It's kind of it's very much a like kind of a buddy cop thing kind of going.
My ears
Um,
lit up when I heard his voice because that's the same voice actor as from The Mandalorian. We heard him as doing another voice.
oh really?
Um, you know that episode of The Mandalorian when they go in season one, they go to break out to break out a character, a bad guy, and one of the robots, the cyborgs. He's
Oh,
yeah, they go to one of those prisons, those derelict prisons, and they get somebody else. They double cross the Mandalorian, and anyways, the one that takes the who's taken over the ship while they're in the jail, it's the same voice.
oh,
He's
huh.
one of the characters from the IT Club. You ever watched that
Oh,
show?
no, I haven't.
Oh, he's so funny.
Um,
He's a really good comedian, and I'm really happy to see that he's continued with Star Wars.
yeah, this seems to be a really good role and one that I think is supposed to be a touch point for us as viewers. They're giving him they're really expanding his whole life. We're seeing he's got a son,
Yeah,
but he and his and the kid's mom are obviously not together anymore. He definitely is somebody who sinks his whole life into his job, and his son kind of you feel like maybe kind of resents it a little bit.
yeah.
I mean, we're getting a lot of backstory that tells me that he's going to be a very important character in this as well.
Two Boots,
Um, no, not Two Boots.
Lawson.
I don't give two hoots about Two Boots.
Oh well, I
Other than
think
he's
we're gonna see
like
him a lot.
Two Boots.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, he's what was the line where he's like, he hands him like the calf or whatever, and then he's like,
yeah. He's just
you
holding
know,
it.
I can't actually drink this. I'm just like sitting here holding it or whatever with
He's
you.
accompanying.
Yeah, yeah, Kingdom Company, and um, but I think, I mean, to introduce his kid and everything, like
Yeah, they went into
something's gonna
detail
happen.
for his life, so he's a substantial character for this season.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
But who knows with
So
Maul if we're gonna stay in this planet or this town for a long time?
yeah, I could see at least most of this season staying right here.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know that we're gonna be
I'm not going to read
hopping much
ahead.
off world.
I'm not going to read ahead the names of the other episodes because sometimes it kind of gives it away. But
Mm.
I believe he's trying to get all the syndicates right, but they're not all on one planet. Right now, he's getting revenge. That's what
Well,
he's doing right now. He's
so
getting
the
revenge on
Pikes, he
some of them
sets up
there.
the Pikes. This planet's got to be have some significance for crime because the
Oh,
Pikes are coming here to
the
deliver.
Empire
These
doesn't
two
take.
bosses were there,
Yeah,
but the Empire is not here on this planet. They are doing everything.
yeah,
The chief or captain, I mean, is doing his best to prevent
yeah. He's telling Two
the
Boots to
Empire
be
from
quiet.
from showing up. Yeah, Two Boots is like, listen, this whoever this Maul guy is, like everything's redacted, but it's like the Empire is like he's extremely wanted. Like if you see him, report him. Extremely dangerous, and so Two Boots is like, yeah, we gotta call on the Empire, and he's like, nope, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We don't want the Empire here. So he's definitely not a lover of the Empire himself. But I also don't think that he's like necessarily a rebel or
Well,
anything
it's
like
his
that.
town.
He just wants everything to just and I do wonder if he and Maul will end up kind of having to work together because we do know at some point the Empire has got to find out because we do get Inquisitors. That's been in all the preview stuff
Yeah.
and in the trailers. So we know we get Inquisitors coming. So at some point the Empire is going to find out. Um,
We actually know which Inquisitor it is.
yeah, it's
Marok.
now he
He
was he
he
the
was
one in
in
Ahsoka?
Tales of the Empire.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait.
He was cool.
Which I was
I
thinking of the one in Ahsoka that like when he
Yeah,
got
Ahsoka, Tales of the Empire.
I don't remember him Tales of the Empire, but yeah. Um
Yeah, he was in both.
okay. Yeah, because he's the one that was like a smoky mist or whatever when he was was killed in Ahsoka, right? So there's definitely something weird about him.
You see my lightsaber?
Yes, you got a Inquisitor lightsaber there.
I do. It was one of my kids, but they don't want it anymore, so it's mine.
Will allow you to fly. Can you spin it and you can
I haven't
float
tried.
like in Rebels?
I haven't tried.
Um,
Maybe tonight we
like
can
the
fly off.
helicopter. Um, so obviously the Empire at some point is going to get this. I think I can't help but wonder if he and Maul are going to have an unlikely alliance. Um,
You mean the Inquisitor
no, Maul and Lawson.
and Lawson? Yeah, probably to keep things quiet. It seems that Lawson in the comics storylines, he was not crooked, but he bent the law a little bit in his favor. I don't know the stories, but that's it seems that's his style. Like he's not like one of those officers or detectives that are to the book. He'll put the book aside and continue on. That's what it seems. And I don't know what if it was with Dark Horse or is with Marvel. I don't know.
So I'm trying to look that up. Um, on Wikipedia does not have anything other than him being in this show and the current Shadow of Maul book prequel that is not out on is not out yet on the app for me to read.
Oh, maybe that's why.
So
Because
that's a brand new. So he is a brand new character um done for this done for this show and then put into that comic book.
mhm.
Um
But he was in a comic before, so it was a setup for this show, you think?
no, I know it is, yeah. It's
Okay.
called Shadow of Maul. It's
That's
supposed
it.
to just kind of set up some things
Shadow of
about what's
Maul, yeah.
happening on this on Janix and stuff.
Oh,
I
cool.
like I said, I haven't read it yet. I will when it comes out onto the app. Um,
Yeah, I'm looking at
it's
Wikipedia.
a mini series. So
Yeah, Wikipedia says the same.
yeah. So um that makes me feel a little better because it's like, what? I don't it looks like it's a 5 issue mini
Wait a
series.
minute. Oh, it says here, yeah, first season. Oh no, that's the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Oh, okay, that's anyways. We're getting into the weeds.
Yeah. Um so I'm excited to find out more about him. Like I said, I have a feeling that somehow he and Maul will end up having to work together because I think they're going to realize that the Inquisitors are even worse.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, but I don't think they're necessarily ever. It's not like I think he's going to become friends or, I think it's going to be more of a temporary truce, than
Yes.
anything. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited to see where this goes for sure.
Me too.
Um, and it's this show is getting incredible reception. Like I
Very good.
said, it currently, as of this week, has 100% critical
Rotten
rate on
Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes, uh, which is which is the best any Star Wars project has ever done. Um, I believe there
And
was I know like Andor is like 96 or something,
yeah,
so it's high too.
and on
But
IMDb, got it's right now Out of 2.5 thousand votes, it's 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. That's all. That I think that's all. Fan or right or viewer, not necessarily critical things, isn't it? Trying to
Well,
remember what they
as
use
long
for
as
that.
it's someone's watching.
Yeah. But regardless, it is doing extremely well, and word of mouth must have been good because apparently it surpassed uh some of the new episodes of Daredevil, which is also a popular Marvel property going
Is that
on in
right?
Disney Plus right now. But
I didn't
um
know that.
it actually surpassed numbers for Daredevil. So I have a feeling this is going to end up getting more eyes on it than some of the other recent Star Wars projects on Disney Plus. So, um,
Cool.
yeah,
You mentioned at the beginning of our talk that you like them. It you had the show has a matte. What did you say? A matte
matte
painting.
painting, almost like a live
Well,
matte
it
painting.
is. I dug a little bit
Ah,
more because I found it the the artistic look from the distance. Let me get an image here
it's
from the
very shadowy,
city.
right? Like it's,
It's painted on glass,
yeah,
and then
I wondered.
that's it. It's painted on
Yep.
glass,
Like
and
like they
then
did in the original trilogy, the backgrounds were created that way.
that's right. So
Mhm.
this is what they did for the long shots of the city of the ships. It's painted on glass, and then some kind of they digitally scanned it and then enhanced it. But yeah, so it's all
It's
hand painted.
beautiful. It
Yep.
is beautiful. As a fan of animation,
That's why you got. It
um,
seems that everything has a
this is
brush
so good.
stroke.
Yes. Right, and it is it intentionally looks a little shadowy, a little misty. It is that is very intentional. You'll even see like when
Yeah.
he's using his lightsaber, it's not just the straight beam.
No,
It like
it has life.
it has life. It's almost like a flame. Um, and it's just, oh, it's beautiful. It's incredibly gorgeous.
Right.
So. Well, really, that I mean, I could keep gushing about it, but that's more or less how I feel. Um,
So April 13th is the next one. So that'll be next
mhm.
Monday for us now. April
Yep.
there'll be episode 3 and 4. April 20th, April is episode 5 and 6. Oh, I'm reading the titles of the episodes, so now I know who's showing up in episode 5. Um, Episode 7 and 8, April 27th, and to cap it off, chapter 9, May 4th.
Yeah. It's almost as
Oh
if they
wait,
did that on purpose.
sorry. It's okay. So there's 2 episodes, 9 and 10,
Yeah. Yep.
with the finale. Well, we know it's not the finale. It's the season finale.
Right. I think they might even change that name.
Oh, it's
I've
possible. So he
heard
doesn't give
that
it away.
that finale is just a placeholder name.
Oh,
We'll see.
that makes sense
Because
because it's
the
not
rest of them
finale
are,
finale.
yeah.
I guess they wrote
Um,
that before they even announced season 2,
right.
so it wouldn't
Yeah.
leak.
Yeah. Um, no, I have one more question for you.
I'm listening.
Do we see that that battle that fans have been clamoring to see for years, Maul versus Vader? Do we see that in this show?
No, Captain.
No,
No, you don't think they'll do it?
season 2.
I said this show. I didn't say this
Oh,
season.
okay. Season 2.
You
Yeah,
may fire when ready.
I don't I mean, we know that Inquisitors don't seem to be They seem to be taken out almost as quickly as stormtroopers. So I think it's only going to be a matter of time before Vader would have to,
Yeah,
you know,
I see an episode 5. Well, they call it chapter. It's not episodes or chapter. Chapter 5 of Maul's Shadow Lord. It's called Inquisitor. So we're going to see the Inquisitor who dispatches the Inquisitors, Darth Vader. So why is it so most likely we're going to see or hear him could be just
could be
hear him in one of those what do you
kind of
call
hologram.
those? Yeah, the holograms that you hold there, the hologram pucks.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can I do
I'm
it?
I'm excited for the idea though, the
No,
prospect.
it won't work.
I'd love a Maul versus Vader battle eventually. So maybe that's, you know, maybe that's what finally gets Maul and he's got to consolidate and then he just has Red Dawn or wait, that's not right. What's it? Crimson Dawn? Not Red Dawn.
Crimson,
Crimson
Red
Dawn.
Dawn.
We
That's
shall
something else.
see. We shall see.
Who do you want to see in this show? Like someone else that you've seen maybe in Rebels. Do you think we're going to have a Rebel tie-in with another character?
Mm,
Since we're going to have the Mandalorian movie is around the corner.
yeah, I don't think so personally. I think they're going to keep this one. Um, I think they're really going to be focusing on what's going on here and then bringing in Inquisitors.
Right.
I think eventually we probably do see Vader and or the Emperor.
Right.
Um, but I beyond that, I don't I don't know that we really need, right? Like do we need like Bad Batch showing up? They could. It's the right time frame. Do we have somebody from Rebels showing up? We could. It's the right time frame, but I just I just don't see that happening. I think this is going to be this is definitely Maul's story and
They're
I
going to keep
think
it to
that
Maul. Yeah.
they're going
I
to
think
keep
so
it
too.
focused on Maul. Like
There
I don't
might
think
be
we're going to get a
Easter eggs
young
once in a while, but nothing in your face.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
like an R2 unit in the background. Yeah, I thought it was for a second at the beginning of the episode with the chapter 1. There was a C3PO
A
droid.
protocol droid.
Yeah, protocol droid. For a moment, I was like, wait a minute. But it wasn't the same. He was a bank teller or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. Sky's the limit. We've got all I know is that we're in for a really cool ride, I think here.
Yeah. Well, we're going to wrap this one up and have another episode next week. It won't be on Monday because we're going to be watching Maul. So we're going to have to forego Monday's episode to Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see how it goes.
Yep. Sounds good. Can't wait.
Ready to call it an episode?
I think so.
Let's call it. Oh, I forgot to press the wrong recording button. No, I didn't. No, I got it.
April Fools.
We're still April.
That's right.
Well, thank you. Just before we go, I want to say thank you to for the comments on YouTube for which one was this? Oh, for a Mandalorian and Grogu trailer discussion from Carl. Thanks. He says, looks like a trip to hit. Sorry, looks like a trip to. Sorry, the double of my voice is getting to me. Looks like a trip to the theater. Few films are these days. Does that dinosaur look like a Boba Fett thing riding on the holiday special? Oh, I don't remember. I guess so.
And we
Thank
kind
you,
of got
Carl.
that in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So riding the Rancor.
Yeah, he had
Yep.
another comment here. I can't find it.
Huh. Well, thank you to Carl and anyone else who leaves a comment. Give us a like, subscribe, all that stuff. It does help us. We do want to continue to grow and get better, and we want to continue to give you guys regular content. So we appreciate any and all comments, feedback. Just keep it nice. That's all we ask.
Yeah. We're family friendly here because we're Star Wars dads.
That's right.
Well, good night. May the Force be
Night.
with us.
May the Force be with you.
Thank you all for taking a seat with us on the Star Wars Dads podcast. We are a part of the Nintendo Dads family of podcasts, including Nintendo Dads, Retro Logic, Retro Groove, On Topic Retro, and Film Logic. If you like what you see or hear and want more, join us to the Nintendo Dads Discord. Direct message us on the socials and we might send you an invite to where all the cool fans are. We are at Star Wars Dads 77 on Blue Sky and X, at Star Wars Dads on the Instagram, Threads and TikTok. Twitch streaming Star Wars games at twitch.tv/Star Wars Dads. Please email us with questions or comments at starwarsdads77@gmail.com.